any questions you have. So I'm here for you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, all right, we'll get started here. So finding that good, comfortable seated posture. Sitting up nice and tall, we can take a moment here to close our eyes. Relax the back of our hands to our laps. When we sit nice and tall, we connect here with our seat. In closing our eyes, we can draw the breath into the belly. We invite that breath in, and we can exhale and sigh it out. And do it a couple of times. You invite that breath in through the nose, and exhale, just sighing it out. Good. One more. Good. And then slowly opening our eyes, palms still facing up towards the ceiling. We can start to roll the shoulders up, forward, and down, and back. Up, forward, down, and back. So gentle shoulder rolls here, moving forward. And then we'll pause with the shoulder blades back, chest open. And then reverse, draw the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, back, and down. Good, try it a couple more times. Big shoulder rolls here. Plugging the shoulder blades back, we pause with the chest open, shoulder blades plugged in. We look up towards the ceiling. Nice long neck extension here. Take a breath in, and on the exhale, we're going to reach forward and round, palms turned down. So seated cat and cow. Inhale, drawing the arms in, looking up, shoulders down. Exhale, reach forward and round, chin down and chest. Inhale, bringing it in, looking up. Exhale, reaching forward and round. We'll do two more. Lengthening through the spine each time. Take your time to connect with the breath and connect with the body. Noticing perhaps here what feels tight. And on this last one here, reaching forward and round. Reach, reach, reach. And then come back to your comfortable seat. On the next inhale, float the arms up. We'll reach and lengthen. We'll do the first little twist here to the left. Exhale. Look over the shoulder. Take a breath or two here. Continue to draw that breath into the belly, into the chest. And then on the next inhale, float back up through the center, lengthen. And on the exhale, to the other side. Breathe, breathe. Inhale, come back to center. And then we'll circle the arms down. Good. Bring them in. Inhale, floating up. Let them cross here. Exhale, trickle it down. Good. Crossing the arms in front of chest. Inhale, floating up. Nice. Exhale, circling down. One more. And circle it down. Good. Bringing the arms in, we'll do wrist rotations, right? So invite some big circles here for your wrists. And then reverse. All right, we'll take the right hand out to the front. We're prepping our arms, prepping our wrists for poses like cobra and down dog where they require some wrist strength, right? So now pointing fingers down. Lengthening through the forearm, and then we'll turn palm forward, drawing fingers back. So you can even bring the arm down, and now you feel the stretch on the inside of the forearm. Good, switch hands. So we draw that left hand back, pinky out to the side. And then we point fingers down, lengthening through the wrist. And then we flip it around and point it down. Good, now shake it out. Wonderful. We'll bring fingertips to the top of our shoulders, elbows pointed back. We'll start with small circles here with the tips of our elbows. Breathe, breathe. And then we're going to make as big of a circle as we can, elbows drawing into the front and then pointing back. To the front and back. Good, 2 big ones. And then reverse, so take it back. And sometimes it's common here to pause the breath. Avoid pausing the breath and keep working through it. Do one more, pause, and then one elbow forward at a time, changing it up. Now if you've spent time in front of the computer, or on the chair, or in the office, you can work out through these little exercises, even at your desk, little desk yoga. Help open up through the side body, right? So reverse. I want to be gentle with the low back when we do that. And then make our way back here to neutral. We can release, shaking it out. Ground the palms on the knees, lower the chin down to chest. We'll do just a little movement here for the head. Make sure that we got to lengthen through the neck. Now it can feel nice to warm up through the shoulders first before doing a little stretch here through the neck. And then make your way back to neutral. Inhale, shoulders up towards your ears. You can squeeze and tighten and release. And once again. Good, release, shaking it out. And we're going to come to all fours on the mat. So you can move the bolster or whatever you have here out of the way, off to the side. We're going to prep for our cat and cow, so make sure you have enough room behind you, also to reach your foot back, right? But not yet, just coming to all fours. We're going to start with some circles here parallel to the floor. So we're doing as big of a circle as we can, around to the right, and then we're going to pause and reverse. This also helps to stretch into the hips slightly here. Now we're looking down towards the mat, so we stay long through the neck. Of course, if you need to look forward to look at me, you can do that. But you want to stay long through the back of the neck. And now make your way back to neutral. And checking in on the alignment, shoulders over elbows over wrists. And we check hips over our knees. We want to spread our fingers wide and ground through each finger here. So press at the top of your fingertips and then press into the middle of your fingers and then into the base of the knuckles here, top of the hand. Good. Press into the thumbs. Then finally into the palm of your hands. Soften the elbows, open through the chest. Focusing on the breath, but draw the navel in slightly. On the exhale, we're going to round chin down to chest, tucking the tailbone under for cat. And on the inhale, we're going to open up the chest to the front, looking up or ahead of you into cow. Good. Exhale, round. Inhale, arching up. Wonderful. And then for the knees, they're under the hips. And when you move into your cat, you press the shin bones into the mat. And when you move into cow, you draw the toes under and press the tailbone up. Good. One more of each one, right? And then make our way back to neutral here. And now come up to high kneeling. Now notice your wrists. Did they bother you here into this pose? Sometimes we've done a lot with our wrists today. So we want to take little breaks if we need to. Now we're going to make our way back to all fours. Won't be here too long. We just want to do a couple more poses here. Once you make your way to all fours, I'm going to turn on my mat just so you can see. We're going to take the right foot back, ground the ball of the right foot on the mat. Yeah, so take the right foot back. Good. And then picking up that right foot, bring it over to the left side and look over the left shoulder. Good. Taking a moment here to open up through that right side body. And then picking up that right foot, we'll bring it all the way over, parallel, in line here with the right knee. So now, out in front of you, the foot is off to the side. And you can stay up on your arms or walk your hands slightly to the right and press the hips back and forth. Just an easy movement here, back and forth. Deepen the breath. Sometimes we find some tightness in our practice and our breath tends to shorten. So that's the little times you remind yourself just to find a little deeper, find that connection. Those of you who have a little more flexibility here, you can lower down to forearms so you can increase the sensation. There's no need to increase intensity, just pressing up. There's no better or worse. You gotta find what's right for you. And then pressing forward, we bend that right knee, bring it back. Back to all fours, setting it back up. And then move with the hips, easy side to side here with our hips. Wonderful. And back to neutral, we'll take the opposite foot back. So left foot goes back this time. Ball of the left foot touches down on the mat, lengthen through the heel. Navel stays engaged, drawing in towards the back, so core is engaged. And picking up that left foot, bring it over to the right side and look over the right shoulder. And then picking it up, bring it all the way over to the left. Walk it away from the body here. You can walk your hands over to the left side. Foot can be at 45 degrees. At the heel, you can stretch out through the heel more. You kind of have to get a feel for it. Just see what feels good here for your knee and for your ankle. And then I like to do a gentle movement back and forth. And again, you can be up on your hands or you can be down on your forearms. Notice that when I'm down on my forearms, my back's still straight. So if you come down to your forearms and you have to round, we want to avoid doing that. We want to keep that neutral spine so your hips have to allow you to be able to move down to the forearms. When we're ready, we're going to press back up onto the hands, soften the knee, bring it back to all fours and push back to little child's pose. And this extended child's pose with your head down and arms out to the front. Or you can cross your forearms, give your head a little support. And we'll come back up to all fours and walk the hands slightly forward and come up into a kneeling plank. Oh yeah, you know we were gonna work today. So knees are a little bit behind the hips. Shoulders are still over elbows, over wrists. Very good. And if this is your first time doing yoga on Zoom, you're going to do 20 push-ups. I'm just kidding. So we can lower down to the forearms. All right, so little forearm kneeling plank. And we're looking down towards our hands, stay long through the neck. And then gently lower your hips and move into your Sphinx pose. I can see you're doing great. So very good. So here we relax through the low back, and we can wiggle through the low back a little bit. So relax the glutes, relax the low back, invite the low back into alignment. Check in with shoulders over elbows here. I think it looks good from what I can see. All right, and then bringing hands underneath the shoulders, we're going to press back to that short child's pose with the exhale. Inhale, come up into your kneeling plank, and then exhale, down dog. So we're making our way up, right? So hips move up, we're at that upside down letter V, walking it out, bending one knee at a time. We'll take a moment to walk our feet up towards our hands, finding that forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, looking down to your toes. Exhale, come up into your chair pose. Inhale, circle the arms, reach all the way up and lengthen. You can even take it back slightly. Good. And exhale, back into chair. So we're going to warm up with chair pose here a little bit. Inhale, circle the arms up, reach and lengthen. Exhale, back into chair. Utkatasana. Inhale, floating arms up, lengthen. Exhale, chair. Two more. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, chair. Last one. And chair. Good. So notice here, arms are strong, shoulders are down your back, and then come all the way up. Reach and lengthen. This time, interlace your thumbs, soften your elbows. Good. And then we can release. Whew. Shake it out. And we can do it easy side to side here with our arms. If you have a drink of water nearby, you can go ahead and take a second to get that drink of water, always important. If you're doing this on the recorded line, then you can pause it for a second, but I will have some water with you. Wonderful. So maybe you didn't want to have any water, you can go ahead and stretch your toes and the tops of your feet. All right, so doing 1 foot at a time here, we're grounding through the toes and pressing down through the tops of our feet. And if you need a chair or something, or have a wall nearby, you can do small ankle rotations, inviting circulation here into that ankle joint. And then come over and do the other side. Good, in reverse, yeah. All right, and then make our way back to our Tadasana. We make our way to neutral. So what's important here about Tadasana or your mountain? Well, you want to have a strong foundation, right? So ground through your feet. Feel the energy rising up through the shin bones and into your knees. Soften your knees. Notice, are your knees parallel to each other? Are they pointing out? Right? You can adjust to whatever feels comfortable, but it'll all be guided here from the hips, right? So your knees will be comfortable when your hips and your ankles agree in how your foot should be positioned, right? Now from there, ground through the tailbone. Feel the energy lifting up through the core and through the back, right? Up through the chest and down through the shoulders, down through the arms. We feel strong in our hands. We are all part of this earth, all connected, right? All breathe the same air, drink the same water, are blessed by the same sun, eat the same fruits, hear the same birds. I could go on, but so now chin is slightly tucked in, and we're lengthening through the crown of our heads. On the next inhale, we float the arms up. We can reach and lengthen, grow nice and tall. And on the exhale, we'll circle arms down. So moving through our sun salutation here, we'll start with the half sun salutation. Inhale into your halfway lift. So upper body parallel to the floor, hips going back, chin down or chest. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale, come all the way up, reach and lengthen. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Good. So now we'll move into our full sun salutation. So inhale, coming arms up. Good. Exhale, circle down. Inhale, halfway lift. Soften to the back of the neck, and then exhale, bending your knees, hands to your mat, step back just the right foot. Drop the right knee down, come up into your low lunge. There you go. You got it. Breathe, breathe. Sinking the hips forward, you feel a stretch on that right quad, right down here. And then circle the arms down. Step the left foot back, kneeling plank. Inhale at the top of your plank. We're going to come all the way down. Exhale down to your mat. Coming up into that baby cobra, pressing up on the mat, off of the mat here. Good. And then exhale, we'll push back to downward facing dog. So peeling ourselves off of the mat, back into Adho Mukha Savasana. We are in downward facing dog, walking it out. Bending one knee at a time, hips lifting up, back is straight, chest is sinking down towards the toes. So right foot was the one that went back, so right foot is the one that will be coming up between our hands. So we want to bring that right foot up between our hands. So two ways to do that. The first way, of course, is you can use momentum. You pick up that right foot and float it up. The second way is you can lower to all fours and then bring that right foot around, walk it forward a little bit so that you can sink the hips forward and draw the arms up, shoulders away from your ears. Extra credit if you smile. Yeah, give yourself a smile. You made the time to be here, so it's good. Breathe, breathe. Wonderful. And circle the arms down. Fingertips to your mat. Come up on the ball of the left foot, and left foot steps up to meet the right foot. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale, coming all the way up, reach and lengthen. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Good, you got half of it. We got the other half. You got this, so stay at the top of your mat. On the next inhale, come up. Reach and lengthen. Exhale, circle arms down. Fold. Inhale, halfway lift. You got this. Exhale, bending your knees, fingertips to your mat. Step the left foot back this time. Oh, it seems like we were just here. We were. Lower that left knee down. Inhale, draw the arms up. Reach and lengthen. You got it. Doing great. Exhale, circle the arms down. Step the right foot back. Kneeling plank. Now, if you like to do the full push-up plank, you can lift your hips up. And then press forward slightly and come down to your chaturanga and up into your cobra or baby cobra. So up to you. I know we peeled ourselves off of the mat on the inhale, and on the exhale, toes curl under, hips float up, downward facing dog. Woo! I'm walking it out. Now it's the left foot's turn to step up between the hands. So whichever variation you like to do, bring that left foot up between your hands, drawing it up. Lower the right knee down, float hips up. So left foot is forward, right knee is down. There you go. You're getting there. So left foot forward, right knee is down. And we're doing a low lunge with the left foot forward. And then we circle the arms down. Step up onto the ball of the right foot and bring both feet up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale, come all the way up, reach and lengthen. And then exhale, hands down to heart center. Very good, good job. Bring the back of your thumbs here to center of your heart. Close your eyes for a moment and just tune into the vibration. Tune into your aliveness here in your body. Feel it every cell from the pinkies all the way down to the pinky toes. Breathe, breathe. Wonderful. And we're going to turn long ways on our mat and find that wide stance here with our legs. Good. And then we're going to open up into a big 5-pointed star. And then we're going to come down. Inhale, floating up. We have just a couple more minutes here. Core is engaged. Exhale down. Good. So do 3 more. Exhale down. Finding our goddess pose, right? Good. And then we'll meet back up at the top. And then we're going to circle all the way down. So leading with the chest, come down. Turn the heels out and find that wide leg forward fold. Here you can allow the head to move around, easy side to side. You can walk your hands over towards the right foot. And then back through the center, walk your hands over to the left foot. And then back through the center. If you want to move through a few twists, you can inhale right hand up towards the ceiling. Exhale, circle down. Inhale, left hand up. And then circle it down. We are coming up towards the end of our time here, so do a couple more. Moving with the breath. And then making our way back to neutral, we're going to walk our feet in and come into that deep squat. So step your feet in, keep them a little wider than your hips, and you can lower the hips down. Now, if that's too much, you can stay up here with your hips lifted up, elbows on the knees, but eventually making our way down or coming up on the balls of our feet so heels come off of the mat. Right, so, and then from there, we're going to lower our knees down. We're going to make our way down to the mat. So we're going to play this a few different ways. I wanted to try out today that we can bow down for our namaste here so that you can take a little bit of relaxation at home after the meeting ends. So you can take 5 minutes or so as a little break. Once maybe I get the unlimited version of time, then we can guide the whole thing, have an hour for our class. But for today, for the sake of time, we want to bring our hands together. It's been very good having you here. So I can unmute. I don't know how to try to unmute here. There you go. So thank you so much for joining the class today. I am going to guide us into Shavasana, but while we're seated up, I wanted to take a moment to bring our hands together and wish you peace, blessings, and joy. Namaste. Thank you, Nympha.
Namaste.
Yay. So we're going to make our way down. We're going to guide you to relaxation. So you can bring your legs around to the front. Find that comfortable seat, and then holding on to your knees, you can bend your knees here, and you can roll yourself back down And hugging the knees to chest. You can rock it easy side to side. Go ahead and hug the right knee in, lengthen the left leg down the mat, bringing the forehead up towards the knee. And keeping the right knee in, lower the upper body down. And guide a simple little twist here. Guide that right leg over to the left side. Opening up. Good, good. You can straighten the leg, touch the right foot down, or just keep the right knee bent and the foot on the left knee. Make your way back to center. Hugging knees to chest, rock it easy side to side. And we'll do the other side. Straighten your right leg down, hug the left knee in towards the chest. Lower the upper body down and guide the twist here for the other side. Look in the opposite direction of the twist. Good, and then come back, hugging both knees in, easy side to side. And then we're going to squeeze and tighten, so exhale here, out. And release. Or you can open the legs out on your mat and arms out to the side. If your low back bothers you here, you want to use a bolster. Have the bolster move underneath the knees, or a pillow or a blanket, or you can also put the feet up on the chair, like that would be supported so. Right. So any tightness here, you can squeeze and tighten through the eyes, through the core, through the arms, and then release. So breathe in, squeeze and tighten, 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 and release. One more time. Good, so feeling the body grounded onto the mat. Feel the knees supported. Feel the back, arms, feet, all melting down towards the earth. We'll be here for a few minutes. You earned it. Allow yourself to simply be present, knowing that Savasana is one of the most important times of our practice where we can simply be in the present moment. You can be here as long as you like. Make sure that you can at least be here for 5 minutes. So mindfully relax muscles behind your eyes. You can relax the cheeks and jaw. Soften through the muscles around the face. So the face is soft and relaxed. Now, beats. And allow your back to relax. Allow the neck, the shoulders. Yeah, and take your little relaxation time here. So, thank you again for being here. Wishing you peace, blessings, and joy. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you.